Well, guys, we had one hell of a weekend. Ended up getting third place in the Freedom 500. We then went to Cletus and Cars the next day. We did a burnout in the 240 and it did awesome. We got to test out Garza's turbo K-swap Miata. It did a great burnout the first time and not so great the second time. There's a whole bunch of stuff in this video. We were all over the place. I ended up taking Sunday off because I was so cooked after the weekend, or after Friday and Saturday. So I just crammed it all into one. Hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, let's get to the video. What's up, guys? We're out here at the Freedom Factory for the Freedom 500. Got the car painted. It's not my best work, I will say, but there's some color mediocre on there. We had some random stickers that we threw on there. But all in all, she's ready to go. You guys have seen they got the cages upgraded in these things. Way more bars now, so we're gonna be nice and safe. And you guys know the deal. We ran this race like 4 or 5 times now. We're getting ready to go up for our qualifying runs, so we're gonna go ahead and get those knocked out, see where we line up. We're gonna go hot with the race in about an hour from now after the qualifying is over. The plan is to always keep the car in one piece, try to finish on that lead lap, and
take home an aerial at them.
Yeah, we might take home an aerial at them, boys. If that happens, you know it's getting a K-swap. Plans to not beat up the car, hopefully no flat tires. That seems to always take us out when we're doing this, so hopefully we can keep it good throughout the race, make it to the lead lap like I said, and then just battle for the front and see what happens.
All right, first warm-up lap. We're gonna come around, get the green light, and we're going hot. All right, guys, that was our qualifying laps. Let's go ahead and see where we stack up, and hopefully they don't invert the field if we did good. How'd you do?
Well, not great, but it ended up working out great. So I just went out there. I honestly didn't really try because also I heard there's a good chance they might invert it, and they've never done that to us yet, and they threw that option out there. So I was like, I might as well just try to shoot for middle in case they flip it, because all the guys that sent it and went hard are now at the back, and now I'm sitting 5th. Near the front, because I just moseyed around.
So they did invert the field?
They inverted it, so now I'm sitting 5th place for my position.
I'll go around there.
So yeah, just getting ready to roll. We're doing the side-by-side race right now, and then it's on to the Freedom 500. See if we can't take home an aerial at them.
Sweet.
Oh, what's up, Cooper?
What's up, my guy?
What's up, guys?
What are you doing?
I'm ready to see you guys take home a freaking, I don't know, Adam, I guess. Yeah. It's kind of like a low side-by-side.
Right.
Kind of, oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing over there.
Low side-by-side.
Yeah, that's coming home with us.
Dang.
Unit.
Honda swap that thing.
All right, my guy, I gotta go. Good luck.
But give her hell.
Give them hell, son.
All right, boys, here we go. We are gearing up to start the Freedom 500. So I decided to do something a little bit different for this race. In the last few races, I've been taken out early, either from a flat tire or getting into some sort of accident. You guys saw in the last Crown Vic race, I got caught up in a gnarly pileup. So I was doing everything to avoid that situation from happening again. So my game plan for this one was to be extremely conservative, avoid any collision, keep the tires in the best shape possible, and save it for the end, because this is a 100 lap race and we were in the cars for nearly an hour and 40 minutes. So there is plenty of time to make position back. And I think the guys that go hard near the beginning are the ones who suffer those consequences near the end, where they start blowing tires, their cars are all banged up, and they're not as fast as they were from when they started. So I decided to play it safe and fall back. I fell back a little farther than I had wanted to, at one point nearly being last. I was aiming for about mid-pack, but there was guys aggressively trying to get around me, and I just didn't want to damage my car. The goal is to make it through, and you can't make it through without a car at all. So I ended up just letting people go around me. I knew we had plenty of time. Also, another thing to note is some of the cars had some overheating problems. I know there was a couple that dropped out because they were just running way too hot. The radiators ended up blowing up, and my car, I quickly realized, was also running warm. About 20 laps in, I could smell something was getting hot, and I looked at the coolant temp gauge and it was pegged on H. So I ended up having to run my heater full blast during a majority of the race. By the end of the race, even throughout the cautions, I had to have the heater going. Early on, it wasn't as bad. I could actually switch it to AC in between the cautions once it would cool down and kind of cool myself off. But the last probably 30 laps of the race, I had the heater cranked the whole entire time to keep it cooled down. And even by the end of the race, it was still pegged on H with the heater ripping full blast. So we were definitely pretty toasty in these things, but we stuck it through, made it to the end. And another thing to note was that the floors of the cars were getting really hot as well, because they took all of the carpet and insulation out from the bottom of the cars, and the exhaust is right underneath the gas pedal, and I could feel the bottom of my shoe starting to melt, and I could smell it in the car, and the bottom of my foot right by my heel was getting extremely hot. So I had to hover my foot off of the floor a couple times. You know, nothing too crazy. You guys will see Brent got it probably the worst out of anybody in the entire race. And it's definitely some things that will be improved on for the next one, but it was a wild freaking race for sure. As we got closer to the end of the race, I knew it was time to start pushing for a better position, and I was able to battle my way back up to around 6th or 7th place. Then I was in about 5th place for a majority of the end of the race, and then me and Vice Grip Garage ended up getting into a pretty good 3rd and 4th place battle in the final laps of the race, and I was able to finish for the first time on the podium in 3rd place in the Freedom 500. And I was really pumped on that. I'd say preserving the car early on definitely gave me an advantage later on, because if I pushed the car like I normally would have, there's a better chance I would have been caught up in one of those accidents. A tire could have blew, but I had pretty much zero issues throughout the whole race other than the car overheating. And since I was able to keep it under control with the heater, we were able to make it through without any mechanical failures on our Crown Vic for, I believe, the first time, and we were able to make it all the way to 3rd place. Nick and Cletus were up there a little ways ahead of us, fighting for 1st and 2nd place, and I could not close the gap between 1st and 2nd. So my hope was that we could have gotten a little closer up to the 1st and 2nd place leaders, and then they might have battled it out for the win and ended up, you know, either wrecking each other, allowing the 3rd place car to slide through. You never know what could have happened, but overall, we took home 3rd place in the Freedom 500 with a gnarly list of drivers. I mean, we have Travis Pastrana out there, Vaughn Gittin Jr. All of these drivers are extremely experienced, so for us to come out on the podium, I could have not been happier with the outcome. It was one hell of a race, and I am glad to be a part of it.
Caution, about 6 laps to go, about 6:40.
Not bad. I was giving it my all. To be honest,
You guys are really going at it.
I think I don't want to make any excuses. We did great, but I think this is one of my worst cars. It was overheating the whole time. It was misfiring. Yeah.
All right, cool.
But
thanks, guys.
podium. Only I had 100 laps left. I tried to go back around to the backstretch, and it was sputtering and it shut off. And I came back right here. It started steaming right on the last lap. Yeah.
Congratulations, nonetheless, dude.
Podium. That's a first for us.
We're the champions.
See, the plan almost worked. I hung back, kept the car good. If I went harder right away, it would have not made it, for sure. And then I just slowly worked my way up. That's how I do it every race. But this time was the first time we had 0 issues, no flat tires, no nothing, so.
Get out of here, loser.
You guys didn't win either.
We podiumed.
He did.
Yeah, huh? You took third.
Yeah, well, third ain't first.
All right,
You were
this
the
guy.
second loser.
Oh, man.
All right, bro.
Dude,
My
those
foot is
floors
cooking.
were. Dude, your shoe is
My shoe
melted.
melted. Let's go see.
Oh my god. Look at that
I knew it was spongy. Oh,
Dude, the floors of the Crown Vics were so hot.
oh, so hot. Melted my shoe. I don't know if you got it on camera. It melted it totally. The whole corner.
Jeez. You're gonna feel that one for a couple days.
I know. It hurts to walk.
It's already blistered up.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it blistered during the race.
It just started growing.
Yeah, I started driving with tipped on just on my toes.
It started to be your little cushion. For
Yeah.
just on the gas, and it was balancing on the blister.
It happens, man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Well, guys, last night was an amazing time. Ended up placing third in the Freedom 500.
And Brent was freaking up there in second for the longest time.
We were working it, man.
You
What a
had a
race.
solid chance,
Tried.
but overall it was a good run.
I know my foot was burning like crazy, and Brent got the worst of it. Got to show him his shoe here. So this is for what was going on last night in the truck, because I didn't really have any. What's the word I'm looking for? I didn't have much information to why your foot had a massive blister on the back of it, but
This is the
But this is my shoe.
reason right here.
So it melted like
It
clear
literally
through
melted
here.
his boot.
Yeah, I
all
thought
the
it
way
was
through.
like kind of some kind of floor glue that was just sticky, you know. I kept peeling my foot up, like what is going on, you know? And it was my shoe and my foot cooking. It was so hot in the cars.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
So melted straight through Brent's boot.
Yeah, you can even put
and
your
then
finger
we
in
were
there.
we had to get to my house last night and bleed the blister with a couple needles and a razor blade. Let
I
it
trust Kyle to do this. By
yeah,
the
we
way.
had some professional
Yeah.
medical work going on at the house because you had a nasty blister.
Somehow Mike ended up with the razor blade. I don't know if you get
And then I got slashed, but Kyle was taking it easy, doing some good
But
doctor work.
straight burned his shoe.
Straight burned the shoe and cooked us. I mean, Kyle's even got a little blister, so like it was everybody was kind of dealing with it. I just, for some reason, mine just pointed right, so
But
cooked me.
it was awesome nonetheless.
getting to race with Travis Pastrana and all these legends out there, and seeing Leah Block out here, it was cool.
Got a helicopter flying over right now. But
We're out here at the Freedom Factory for the second day for Cletus and Cars, just, you know, doing burnouts, hanging out with the fans. Unfortunately,
they just flew in so they don't have Skitty out here.
Yep.
Oh my god, Emilio rolling up.
What's up, guys? Just catching us.
Looking for you, man. Yeah, we're leaving.
But these guys are actually just about to get out of here
Yep,
because
heading
they
back to
flew in
Colorado.
for the race and then now they're heading on home.
Gonna get show enough done, so
Yep.
trying.
You guys just got to get Skitty out here and just leave it out here
That's kind of what we were talking about.
and let it go.
But we'll get there.
But it was good seeing you
Yeah,
as always.
we always
And
miss ya.
how you been enjoying the Porsche?
Loving it.
I let these
Loving
guys borrow the Porsche as their commuter
Cruise
car.
around, yeah. It's got AC, so I love it.
Jamie had to take it one early morning to get some work done on his teeth that are looking freaking
Thank
fantastic.
you, man. Parker hooked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
looks
great. Yeah, this is awesome, man. It's been good to see you.
Wow.
You know, it was a short trip, but it was one of the better ones. This
Yeah,
has been
that was
awesome.
fun.
yeah,
Yeah,
I really didn't film too much yesterday. We were just there to have fun and race. So
We had a good time. That was really, Kyle crushed it. You guys saw third place.
I was pumped on that.
That was
Finally
awesome.
didn't pop a
At
tire.
the end, he had a pretty clapped out car. This thing was overheating. It died on him in the last lap, like dead. And he still
Yeah.
took
To
third.
be fair, a lot of other guys had some dud
Yeah.
cars, so can't
Yeah.
complain.
I had a good one.
You really had a good car.
I had a good one, but it was cooking. It was too hot.
Yeah, freaking.
You freaking drove your feet off on that one.
100%. Yeah, man.
Gonna have to put that thing in a little glass box.
How old is this shoe, bro? Like how many
not
races?
bad.
Is this one race? No.
This is from one race.
Yeah, it was. It was fine. Crazy. Yeah, it was fine before this race.
Hey man, what do you do for a living? Nice car. Hey, give me a rev. You ready to rip, dude? Let's get it, man. So we have brand new tires on the Miata. There's a good chance they might not pop because these are fresh. We're gonna have him start in second gear and see how she does.
Not bad. Let's go! Hell yeah! All right, we'll be seeing Garza later tonight too in the tandem class. When I say Justin, you say Garza. Justin! 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 Hell yeah!
Didn't hit the wall for once. Got Mike going up in the RX-7.
Dude, she handled perfect. So much better, dude.
Because you're going again.
I'm gonna do third this time. That was second.
It had no issues?
No issues.
So when you went to full throttle, it would just rip?
Oh yeah, it was ripping.
Because I almost didn't know if it had a boost leak or something, because you were almost, you should have given it more limit, like more RPM.
I know, dude, I was just like feeling it out, but
So
handled
the car
perfect.
feels fine, no issues.
Yeah, feels perfect.
It'll take third for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
And
I'm
that's when the
going
real
back
smoke's
out for
gonna-
third.
The real smoke's gonna start coming in third gear.
How'd it look?
Look good, dude.
Yeah.
You stayed off the wall, it's pretty controlled.
I know. Felt so much better. So fired up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Third gear next time.
Great. I know. Woo!
All right, guys, we got the 240 in line, getting ready to do a burnout. We got our back wheels and tires swapped out, got them pumped up to about 50 PSI. So hopefully we can finally pop these things. Hear a nice boom from each tire. The battery's tied down, that shouldn't go anywhere. That's what shut us off last time. And yeah, hopefully we just get a good solid burnout out of this thing. We're going up next after jack stand Jimmy. Garza did awesome in the Miata. He went up earlier and he didn't pop the tires because, like I said, it had some brand new ones on there. But he's actually going up again. That's what he wanted to do because they're also doing a tandem deal with 2 cars. So he's gonna be doing that. So it's gonna go jack stand, then Ronnie Renner, and then we're up, boys. All right, guys, here we go. Try to burn these tires off. Well, I just got out of the car and I thought both tires blew, but this one is still on cords, but we definitely blew the other one. So overall, the 240 did awesome. That's a solid burnout. I am very happy with that. We used up the whole pad. That was definitely our best one by far. A piece of rubber managed to find its way into the car and wrap itself around the steering wheel right there. Solid. Only blew the one. This one was coming apart and I felt stuff hit my arm when I had my arm out the window. So I thought that one went, and then I heard a boom and I thought it was this one. But this guy still is holding air. Yeah, that's not popped quite yet. It's so close. It's definitely shredded, but that still has air in it. But that was solid. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, looked good.
So Garza came over and offered to do a tandem.
There's the class is open. I already talked to some people. They said I can do a tandem with anybody. Don't even need a tech card. Kyle, asked him, you want to do a tandem? So
Dude, I think she's ready to go again. Obviously the Miata's good to go.
oh yeah, she's ready.
But it sounds like I'm gonna go try to swap on another set of Crown Vic wheels and tires on this thing. And me and Garza might do a tandem after they're done with the Pro Series.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully we don't crash into each other. But I'm sure the crowd will love it, so I'm down to send it.
Getting ready for tandems. Kyle
Yep.
going up with Garza. Friggin' Miata.
Hey,
great.
don't crash into me, dude.
Don't crash into me.
Garza's gonna try third gear this time.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I'm just gonna leave it in third gear and we're gonna see what happens.
Let's see it, man. Give him hell. Brad.
I need a big, you're done on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Brother.
Brother, you had it first gear, not third.
My boy.
Dude. Oh, no.
Now me and the mask scientist got straight apart.
Well, it's not that bad. Yeah, I mean, the radiator's blown, air cooler's smoked, but it's only like $50 worth of parts. We'll be alright. Yeah, I saw you hit hard, bud. Did you kiss your steering wheel?
Buddy.
He was in first gear, not third.
God,
He just launched it like he was at the drag strip.
you're done, dude.
Garza, you had one job and that was not it.
Dude,
Man.
I literally gave it all the brakes and everything. It would not stop.
You had to be in first gear.
I swear I was in third.
Brad, dude. Tough.
Everything was
break,
going
dude.
great, and then it wouldn't turn.
Everything looks like.
Oh, it'd still make boost.
Why didn't you keep going? Was there an issue? Would it not take second gear?
So when I was in second, it was burning them, but I could not turn at all. Like I had
You
to
had
do it
no
all.
turning.
Yeah, look.
Oh, no turning?
I hate when you have no turn.
Yeah.
No turning.
Turning.
Bro, tough break, but it is what it is.
I got one good one in.
Massacred my boy.
Holy
Literally all of
Toledo.
his hard work.
Dude,
I got one good burnout in.
I sweated for 8 hours on this thing, man. And look what you did to it.
Hey, I got another Miata.
Oh, man.
All right, we'll just swap it all into the new one.
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a test trip after the collision incident. Yeah, so we're gonna try to stick her in third and see what happens, because there's a chance Garza might have been in first. We don't know what happened, but he's pretty confident he was in third gear.
I'm pretty sure I was in third, but
I just want to see what it does. So
Well, just keep in mind there's no coolant in it.
yeah, I won't go long.
And the verdict is first gear.
he was in first gear.
After further investigation, I was in first gear.
All right,
Dude, she
take
is
it back
a
out there.
ripper.
Take it back out there. Get her
We could
done,
honestly
son.
redo it. You want me to send it, or you? I think you got it.
I mean, if you want to send it,
Just remember there's no coolant in it.
No, we
so
can go.
Let it cool down.
No, we'll go bring it to the hose. And
No, the radiator is broken.
oh, did it break?
Oh, it's broken.
Oh, then we probably shouldn't.
all right.
Oh well, I'm gonna go park it for now, but. Well, guys, we are calling it a night. We are getting all loaded up here, ready to head home. I'm freaking beat. The guys are beat. We are ready to go home. It was one hell of a weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed. The Freedom 500 was awesome, and then hanging out with all the fans and meeting everybody at Cletus and Cars was awesome. The 240 did great, honestly. She got good oil pressure, drove back on the trailer, popped 2 tires in total, and that's the best it's ever done. Then we just have the MR2 out here for display. Let the fans check it out, but we're gonna get some sleep, boys. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you later.